Hello. Today I want to talk about The Hobbit. First off, it was The Hobbit, The Unexpected Journey, and this is the next movie in the trilogy, The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, which I guess is the dragon. Any case, both the films, I watched the first film the night before I went to watch the second film. And last year I just didn't get a chance to watch The Hobbit. I was busy working on a little film called The Rise of the Robots. Anyways, so I finally had a chance now to take a little time to breathe. And I enjoyed The Lord of the Rings. I had not read The Hobbit, shocking, surprisingly to some folks out there. But in any case, I do know it's a lot smaller book than The Lord of the Rings. And going in there for a film called The Hobbit, sure is not a lot of Hobbit. And I don't know. I don't know necessarily think about it. It's definitely a lot of CGI, a lot of fighting going on. I don't want to say explosions, but that's kind of my euphemism for Hollywood, just doing things that independent filmmakers can't do, like explosions, more explosions, more explosions, more CGI, more CGI, more CGI, all over the place. And basically, to get on this journey just took forever. I mean, if it's an unexpected journey, well, the unexpected part was they just like talked a lot and ate and sang songs and finally went on the journey and everything and like, okay. And you get to the end of the first one, they're like flying on these birds or something like that, and there's a mountain. Why didn't it just fly them to that mountain and have it be over? Anyways, so all right, so that ends there. All right, so sleep, get up, go watch The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. And so go in there, and at this point, they're walking around, and going through like a forest, and there's wizards. For some reason, I thought a wizard was a lot more powerful. I didn't realize how not powerful a wizard really is. I was thinking that a wizard could do a lot of stuff, and I guess he is powerful in some ways, but anyways. So they go around and they find some elves, and I didn't realize the Hobbit adventure was really about, I guess, is dwarves, right? And so you get the elves there also, and then you get the Hobbit from the Shire, and anyway, so they walk around a whole lot, and they fight people and things, and they get into adventures and go into water and hang out with some fish, and there's a dragon from the past and some magic arrows, and they can only make a couple of them for some reason. They don't really explain it. And there's a prophecy of something that goes on that I didn't really understand, and they finally get into this mine pit into the mountain, and there's a big dragon there that got trapped in, I guess, from the first movie. And they got to find this stone or something, and they never really explain what it does, because I don't think he really needed it to really do anything, but maybe it gives him the confidence or moral support or something. Anyways, and then it pretty much ends with this dragon being mad, even though it's like dipped in gold. Somehow I can survive that and still fly or something. And I guess the next part of the movie, I haven't seen the next part of the movie, so I guess here's spoilers for the third part of the Hobbit movie, is the dragon goes out and does dragon fire on some city or earth or something or other. And they got that magic arrow, and I guess they'll probably shoot it down or something like that. And the king dwarf guy will take over the Hobbit land, and the Hobbit goes back to Shire and hobbits along until like 60 years when they have like some reunion or something. Yeah. Really, in a lot of ways, is that, in a lot of ways, if I could talk to Peter Jackson directly, it's like, pick your story. I mean, what story are you trying to tell? If you just want explosions all over the place, or I don't even know where to begin. I would assume, even for people that read the book, it's just confusing. I mean, what's going on? There's some decent acting, there's some cool special effects. They're rushed to put these films out every year, I'm sure. So they're working like mad in post, and trust me, I know how it is to work in post for forever. So I can understand that. but they're interesting films. They're films I never would want to watch again. I'm not going to go out there and get the DVD or the VHS tape or anything like that for it. And if you really love these movies, I mean, great. But it doesn't have the same feel as the Lord of the Rings. And what I speculate is because there's not as much material in the Hobbit. They just got to throw in make up stories and make up things to keep your interest going on. And they think that, hey, you know what, we can't have anybody talking in the film. Let's throw in some more orcs action fighting and I don't know whatever else was it. Was it trolls or something that they fought? I don't know. They fought a lot. They fought basically everything. They fought some of these big spiders and things like that. And I don't know. I just think that a bunch of beings walking around with those big orcs that there'd be some of them that wouldn't survive, but I guess they're magical or they got that wizard or something. I don't know. I don't really understand it. I guess I'll go watch the third one to kind of see what this is at the end next year. But if I were to rate it by my honest opinion, and I'm sure if you're a big Lord of the Rings Hobbit person that knows everything about it, can speak Elvish, go see it. Definitely you got to go see it. You've probably already seen it 10 times by this point. If you're like a regular person that doesn't know anything about Shire or anything like that, I would say this is like, maybe watch it online, like a Netflix or Hulu type thing, or let your friends buy it on DVD or Blu-ray and borrow it from them. And if you really don't care about fantasy worlds, I think this would be one to, skip it, go outside. It's a nice day, go ride your bike, go walk around, talk to people and something like that. I mean, it was an interesting 2 or 3 hours of my life, and I guess 6 hours of my life altogether the last couple of days of the Hobbit land. And if you love the movies, cool. I can see why you could enjoy it. It's entertainment. It's I don't know if there's really a story there, and if it is, it's a very simple story. There's a bunch of people going to get some king back in power against this dragon. I guess that's the story, and I guess you can sum up the story in a paragraph or a sentence on it. And I guess part of it is this journey is unexpected to go, and the poor dragon desolated or something. And I don't know why dragons need gold, but I guess there's some reason. He didn't seem. My question is this: how did the dragon eat if he's just trapped in there with all the gold? I mean, that's a big dragon. He's got to eat. I've seen like elephants and giraffes and hippos, and they're way smaller than a dragon, and they eat a lot. A horse eats a whole lot. So I don't know what he's eating. Maybe he eats gold. I don't know. It's unknown. But maybe in these kind of movies they don't think that much. And I guess those elves, they can fire arrows and they can fight. Anyways, I was kind of rambling on. So if you're really into this Hobbit land, I'm going to call this, instead of the Hobbit movie, The Lord of the Hobbits. I think that's really a more accurate title for these films, because it's a bunch of stuff going on and people walking around. And it would have been interesting if this was an independent film. People walking around and somebody dressed as a dragon, I guess, or something another, and I don't know. It would have been something to watch, I guess, like this. So I say, for me personally, this would be one to watch it on some type of streaming service, Netflix or Hulu, or wait for your friends to buy it and borrow it from them, and they, most likely won't even ask for it back because they probably forgot all about it. I don't think this has the repeat watchability of The Lord of the Rings in some ways. It's just something not quite there, and I think what's not quite there is a tight script and really time to make craft these films good. I'm going to speculate that you can take all 3 of these films and put it down to a 90-minute movie or 2-hour film, 3-hour film maybe, and that would be a lot more cohesive, and it'd be, oh, okay, that's the story. Do we really need to see a bunch of folks walking around and going somewhere? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, maybe that's the story of The Hobbit, but I don't think it is. So anyways, that's my Hobbit review. Rock and roll. Yeah.